So, Project Ghost, as you can see by looking at this, we know absolutely nothing about. We know it's coming, possibly. We know who's the developer and we know who's publisher. That's pretty much it. And all of a sudden, they drop a Q&A and show off the game. Fantastic Pixel Castle wanted to take this early opportunity to show some of concept and early in-game footage. Guys, we're getting in-game footage. What the fuck? On top of taking viewers on a tour of the Witchwood, FPC took the last 20 minutes to grapple with community questions. That sounds great. I think we're equipped to move faster than a typical MMO development. In fact, we've gotten so much playable in a year that is telling. Now, this is full hour. Obviously, I'm not gonna watch the full hour. But I want to... This is the team. It's a concept art. Yeah, I don't care. I want to see the game.
All right, so this is Ghost in February 2024, so a little over a year ago.
Okay.
I would buy that game.
They are now showing the game in last year. 1 year ago. Okay, let's take a look how it evolved.
I mean, I would call this like MMO development simulator if this was a game, right? Fun fact, that is an indie game that actually does exist.
Yeah.
Which I think is amazing. I have not played it yet, but it is on my list. Here is Ghost, August of 2024. This is sort of right before we started playtesting, right before we started putting people in the game to take a look at, you know.
By the way, one thing. One thing. Completely unrelated to the video. I hate that when people don't listen on a video call. So this lady is talking, and I am in the same position as that lady very, very often. Because I'm doing sales calls. Look at the people around in the call. Their eyes are all over the place. Slack, Facebook, email, phone. But they pretend to be there with her. It's so fucking disrespectful. You are talking. And they're doing everything else but listening. And all they do is... No. No. Because if you were in the room with me, you wouldn't do that. Someone's talking... Pay some respect. Listen to them. Yeah. Look here. Look here.
Goodness.
Like,
all of why we're doing this.
Like, what do you think she's doing? Well, that lady talking is in one spot on her screen. She doesn't have to look left, right, up, bottom. No.
Is Ghost in February 2024, so
yeah.
a little over a year ago.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward.
Right? I think is amazing. I have not played it yet, but it is on my list.
This guy is listening.
August of 2024. This is sort of right before we started playtesting, right before we started putting people in the game to take a look at, you know.
Look,
is what we're
look at this. Look,
fundamentally
where the fuck are you, kurva?
Moving in the right direction. So I think this is pretty similar to what a lot of people have seen in our blog posts. That all being said, this is a still shot of where the game is.
Wait, what? What? Nah. Nah, dude. Where's all the interface go? Where did that go? Where are the spells? Where the health? Where the objectives? Nah, this is fake, man.
Shot of where the game is now. And I can see the purple in the trees, the through line from the concept art here. I think this is incredible for a year of existence.
Getting there, I would say this doesn't have the dark, spooky forest vibe yet, and that's simply because we're not yet at a point where we can put enough trees on the map without hurting performance really well, but we will get there.
We will get there. Well, you know what? A still image is fun, but we did say we were going to show people the actual game, so do we want to do that?
Yes.
Head into the game.
Let's do it.
Chat, do you want to see the game?
So this... Oh, wait, they have nicknames. Her nickname is Lost Links. How fitting. She's not... she's somewhere else, dude. She's lost. She's not even listening to us being... Yeah, pierdo.
Please don't crash on live stream.
Please don't crash on live stream.
But if it does, we'll get it back up and running quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the Witchwood, and yeah, proving that we're live.
But there's no proof you're alive, dude. You're just turning camera left and right. Like,
Proving that we're live.
move, walk, kill something.
This is the game.
Yeah, we can. I don't know. We can go up. We can go down. We can
Okay,
call it.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The
just
structure
fly
in the
around.
foreground is prototype skyship. It's
Okay.
important to us that ghosts not feel like you're jumping through portals into shards all the time.
Ooh.
So you actually get on a ship.
Man, this looks really
locked
pretty.
with shards, and we think there's a really exciting gameplay moment. As you approach a shard, you can kind of look out and maybe get a sense, it's like your sneak peek of what you're going to deal with. You might see some stuff in the distance and tell your friends, oh, let's go make sure to check that out. You maybe see a dragon flying, and okay, we're going to have dragons on this map, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I love loading into these to test them. We've hit a point with the development of the Witchwood where I just kind of want to stand and take screenshots of things. Also, this skyship looks incredible. I love how it fits really well, I think, with the idea of these floating shards throughout space. I'm excited. I'm excited for all of the
magical, of course. And the vibe we were going for is like part sailing ship, part airplane, and part organic.
No, I like this. I like this a lot. By the way, just take a look again without them talking. Look at this. Okay, are you ready? Look at this. August 24. Now.
And Christina and Graham have a lot
What the
more to talk
fuck?
about that than me, so I'm gonna chaotically just hand it to them and let them.
Obviously, these are all visuals, right? And visuals are probably, how to say, the most repetitive assets in the game. In other words, once you lay down the foundation for the map, you can basically copy and paste the like those tree. It probably takes them like 1 second to plant a tree, right? They literally just like paint the shit, mold it, and there you go, done. But they need that foundation. So if they completed the foundation, they can skyrocket the development of the map. I'm more interested in the systems, combat. They probably don't have that yet. But nonetheless, this is impressive. It really is. Like I think for the fact of people always blaming games for looking shit, for looking choppy and whatever. It's always aesthetics. Maybe there's hope with this game. Like, when we showed you what was the epitome? We showed you, I always forget because I always keep thinking it's Anarchy online, but it isn't. It's Arankia or something like, it's whatever online. And even Clash of Adventurers, right? You were immediately, what the fuck is this? 2005? You see? You won't have that here. And by the way, there is a unique touch of art style in here. This isn't your typical realism Ashes of Creation game. And this isn't your low poly game. This is not Albion, right? It's like, it's something in between. You can see how shadows are very crisp. They're not like blend at all. There's no like sun rays coming through. There's something about this art style that is unique. So I think they should keep on doing that when it comes to the map. We'll see how the rest goes. And by the way, you know how I always say you have to make the most basic activity the most engaging in the game, which is walking, which involves like exploration. Map is a huge factor in that experience. So if you can make the map, the world immersive, you nailed the job. And it seems like they're putting that as a priority. Yeah, that's crazy.
Distinct biomes. The Witchwood would be one. We're also working on a tropical Hawaiian/Caribbean with volcanoes series of islands that we call Manta Isles because there are flying manta rays. And then the third one we're working on is the Tempest Desert, which is a desert.
Hey, what is this little shit? Look. We got
has storms.
We got Pokemons.
But the storms are actually good because they create resources and
What the?
change.
Hey, that's really cute.
So our goal is that when you see a storm,
I like that.
run towards it instead of fleeing.
Is there like better quality of this video? What is this shit? No, is this shit what we have?
Today we're here to talk about the Witchwood.
It's true, yeah. So we did have a question from YouTube. Is is Ghost going to be open world like WoW? And I know we
Oh,
have focused a
oh.
lot on blue zones, and you mentioned this a little bit in a podcast in the past, Greg, but are that open world sort of overworld feeling is actually going to come from a totally different part of the game, right?
Yeah, we're focusing on blue.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. So, what's this? Ooh.
And instead, they built this giant ramp up to it. It's turned into this like very funny.
Okay, they having like inside jokes and shit.
I'm
Okay.
sure that treasure chest is fine, right, Greg?
Oh yeah, we don't have
Oh,
many mimics
totally.
in the game.
Yeah. Why would a mimic?
I mean, these three are really fun. They clearly have an energy like between them. Really, like I think they make the whole presentation interesting because they laugh, they crack jokes, and she's great as a leader of that meeting. Like really, yeah.
And the craft is very
I see myself watching this video just eating a breakfast, to be honest.
resentful of the fact that they were created from the Kissawan and they hate
Yeah.
the Kissawan, so they.
Okay, so I guess we see the game. Chat, we can't say that we haven't seen the game. That was the point of the video. I just wanted to see the game. So, yeah, I don't think we have like some kind of deadline. I don't think we have any promises, which is totally fine. So, yeah, we got Ghost, chat. I'm pretty actually excited about this. This is awesome. I'm looking forward to games like this.
Subscribe.